with Rick and Eric.
Yeah. I feel like I should say that thing over again with the stomach issue. I want to get there. It's like I'm here. I'm queer. We're ready for this. Let's go.
Just when you feel like it's about to make the noise, just hurry up and move the microphone out of your stomach.
Just like you'll hear a rapid like rustling, and then it'll just be like.
Fuck.
It's like whale sounds.
Right. Getting old is fun. Anyway, welcome everyone.
Yeah.
Anyone and everyone.
Yeah, we're
all out here suffering from stomach shit today, amongst other things. But welcome to a new episode of Wide Range of Conversations here from Amityville Studios, aka the Trap House. I am Eric,
and I am Rick. And I'm glad that this is listen. I said it
I'm
last.
calling it a trap house compared to Mark and Matt's setup.
Listen, this is a trap home, and I'm gonna correct you every time until you get it right. Welcome to the trap home.
The trap home.
Yes,
Which is funny because I came home from work the past couple of days and Rachel's been like, "Welcome to the home," instead of saying "welcome." I have no idea, but
welcome to the trap home, because I've been to a trap house before. And it doesn't look like this.
There's not enough.
It looks kind of like the that one scene in 28 Days Later when somebody had crack.
Oh, when everybody was asleep.
Yeah. And I was like, wow.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, we're here for another episode. We did the Hallmark thing. We've been doing shit.
We did.
Rick showed me the claymation thing, which I guess we could just start.
Yeah.
A little bit of blip with that.
You were vibing.
Oh yeah,
you were having a damn good time.
Because you showed it to me, and then I remembered it, and then I was like always a fan of California Raisins, and then now seeing them again older, they are definitely California Raisins that are black AF.
Oh, for sure.
Like as a kid, I just never put it together. I just was like, yo, these dudes are dope. They're fucking singing dope ass songs, fucking vibing, and yeah.
I could physically, I wasn't here because we watched it on the internet, but I felt the dances.
Oh yeah, I was chair dancing for sure.
Yeah,
especially the Michael Jackson one.
Oh yeah,
or whatever, the one that you showed me that he was supposed to be Michael Jackson.
I just know the swerve dance.
Yeah, and then what was you showed the bells. Bell with the one tooth. That's where when you showed me with that one first, that's when it fucking clicked, and I was like, oh fuck, I remember that. And then, seeing the dinosaurs and shit. Yeah. I did end up sending it to my mom, being like, I'm watching this with Rick right now.
What'd she say?
I don't remember.
Welcome back to Wassailing. That was good.
And then, why did I write down chickens?
Chickens? Oh, because we watched that one chicken
that turned into a car.
Yeah. No, it laid an egg that turned into a car.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah.
And because it was made in the 1930s, I was searching just claymation shit because we were on that, train. And I'm like, oh, cool. Let's see claymation. And I luckily I found out the thing from the 90s, the MTV logos. Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Right.
But then there's this thing from 1930s, and it just said, it's a chicken. Was the title. And I'm like, all right, this could go one of a few ways, but... Right. We'll give it a chance. And this chicken was just eating metal and just random shit.
Yeah.
And then he lays an egg, and then he goes, ho, 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 ho. You silly mime that is narrating this to this chicken. I only lay one egg every millennium.
Oh, yeah, because it produced the car, and he's like, we can start doing a bazillion of these. Yeah, he only does them.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's the 1930s. Oh, and I also wrote down that those camels were fucking killing it. They were singing.
They really were. Oh. That's Rudolph. What were they singing? Oh, Holy Night, wasn't it? No.
No, We Three Kings.
Oh, yeah.
It was the We
Bound in glory.
Yeah, they were fucking going ham bone.
I love that.
I'm glad. I was gonna show Rachel it last night when she got home from work, but she was fucking tired because it was busy. Yeah, and I was gonna be like, "Do you remember this?" Because it took me a minute. Rick can't show me it, but I fucking after I seen it, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Now I remember that.
I don't know if she listens to the show or not, but our friend Natalie, that's friends with Jason, she literally after we had just talked about it. No shit, I've not talked to her about this. Posted a meme on Instagram about it. And I'm like, girl, how does everything keep coming in a circle after we mentioned it on the show?
I don't know.
What I mean? But
maybe we're like actually like future tellers.
Yeah, we're not going to be popular in our lifetime, but centuries later, they'll be like, these kids knew
we'll be like the smart Beavis and Butthead aliens that show up in the...
Yes, quite.
Very humorous.
We're just Beavis and Butthead Danhausen.
So yeah, you were saying you have to fucking get a root canal, and that's why your guts
next
are all
Wednesday.
fucked up from fucking antibiotics.
Yeah, because what they don't tell you is they're like, hey, you may or may not have a nerve exposed, so they're like, hey, take these medicine. And I'm like, cool. They can't get me in until like the 20th. I'm not going to take antibiotics for like a month.
Right.
So I figured, okay, we'll take them now. Literally the first one that hit my stomach, it was like, oh, you dumb bitch. So.
Sweet.
Cats.
So the last episode we talked about how me and Rachel and Silas all watched Good Burger too.
Oh yeah.
Well, after that, I think it was Monday. He got home from school and he was like, "I'm gonna do my homework. We're gonna watch Good Burger 1, and then I want to make burgers for you guys." And we're like, "All right." So fucking yeah, we sat down and watched the first Good Burger movie. And we went to Kroger and got all the shit, and he fucking cooked us hamburgers all by himself.
Hell yeah.
Fucking made the patties, fucking did the whole damn thing and everything. Rachel helped him here and there just because when he wasn't sure if shit was cooked enough or not.
Smart.
But, yeah, he made us dinner, so it was pretty dope. But now ever since then, he's been stuck on an All That kick.
Oh, boy.
So now he's been watching, like, all the old episodes of fucking All That. And
All That will turn you into an asshole, because that's where we got it from, I think.
And, his favorite is Coach Credence.
I don't remember.
Kel's fucking character. And he's just like, just fucking yelling as an old guy. He plays like an old guy.
Oh. The only one I remember is Lori Beth Denberg. And
who is still alive and in Good Burger too.
Hell yeah. Who is, oh God. Kenan Thompson, right? He's the guy that's on SNL?
Yeah.
What did he do when he was like the French guy in the tub?
I don't remember what his name was, but yeah, he was like, I don't know remember if it was the translation or what.
Yeah.
But he just be like, oh.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's what I remember. That's all that. And Michelle Trachtenberg, and then she went crazy or something like that.
Was it her?
Or is it Amanda?
It was Amanda.
Amanda Bynes went crazy.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole song called Amanda Bynes Crazy. Okay.
Is there really?
Yeah. Do you need to hear it? It's pretty funny.
I'll have to look it up. Speaking of fucking 90s shit, do you remember oh man, I can't remember the name of it now. But it was like a martial arts show and they all looked like fucking Mortal Kombat people. But
Bloodsport.
No.
I
just saw it fucking posted today.
Why is the only one that I can think of Bloodsport right now? And the original Mortal Kombat movie, which is a true classic.
No, it was a TV show and fucking type right. It was a TV show and they had to like do these challenges and they got little fucking medallions for like their belt.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And of course now I'm not gonna find it.
Legends of the Hidden Temple Extreme Edition.
It was WMAC Masters is what it was called. It was from 1995. So hold on, we're gonna do a hold up moment. I'm gonna show you the trailer.
Hold up.
So yeah, that was that show.
And I fucked with that show real hard. Now that you showed it to me, I don't remember like a single damn episode of it, but I remember fucking with that show real hard.
Yeah, it was a random blip that somebody posted, and I was like, holy fuck, I remember that show.
I remember people like they'd have to get each of those badges by beating the shit out of stuff, and then they'd try to fight whoever the master was, and then they would sometimes lose. And I'm like, well, what's the point of all that?
Right. Fucking so. Yeah, it was some 90s shit, which made me now. I have no lead in. I fucking was a straight old man rant today. Fucking when I went out.
That made me think of because we also do the Power Rangers podcast, but it's also the Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog. Do you remember that show? Have you ever heard of that show?
No.
It was like medieval Power Rangers, and each of them harnessed the power of different elements.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to look it up.
It's pretty fun.
No, I went out today to go do some shit. And this is why it says I have no lead in. It's just going to be old man rant because everything was pissing me the fuck off. First of all, I had to go deposit money into the bank. The bank that used to just be 2 minutes from here closed. So now I have to go all the way across town to fucking deposit money. And so I go do that. I need to go to the grocery store because the child's drinking like fucking a gallon of chocolate milk like every 3 fucking days.
Ooh. My intestines could never.
So I'm like, yo, I'm right there by Save-A-Lot. I'm like, shit, it'll be cheaper if I go to fucking Save-A-Lot and just grab milk and grab what I need to fucking get.
Sure.
Nope.
What?
Everything in fucking Save-A-Lot is more expensive than at fucking Kroger.
How?
I don't know. But I went there and I was like, saw a couple things and I'm like, oh, cool. It was like this fucking specific hot sauce they use at Mexican restaurants. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Go back. The only thing that was cheaper was the meat. Okay. I went back to like the meat section and got a couple steaks for like $10 and they're like big ass fucking steaks. And I'm like, dope. Go to the fucking milk and it's like $1.50 more for the fucking milk than it is at Kroger. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay. Go down the chip aisle because the kid fucking asked me to grab my bag of salt and vinegar chips. That's like $1 something more. No. And I'm like, what in the actual fuck is happening?
You gotta go to Aldi, man. I'm an Aldi slut.
Apparently that's not even that good anymore. When I was fucking bitching to Rachel about it, she's like, apparently Aldi isn't even that cheap anymore.
It's been pretty cheap. Well, nothing's cheap anymore, so let's just get that.
But I expected it at least to be cheaper than Kroger, and nothing was. If a store makes you fucking doesn't bag your shit, give you bags, and you have to put your own shit in fucking half cut off boxes, it should be cheaper, not more.
Correct.
So, and then I was gonna grab my fucking beers from there because they sell alcohol. And that shit was like a fucking whole $1 more. And I don't drink like fancy beers, which is going to lead me into the other thing that pissed me off. So I fucking left there, irritated, bitching because everything was fucking more expensive, saying I should have just gone to Kroger. This is what I get for trying something different. Should just fucking stuck with the same shit.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Goddamn people, why they can't want different things?
And so I go to the fucking gas station to pick up my beers. And they're all fucking gone. The one specific kind that I get, the whole fucking row is empty. So I'm like, hey, do you guys have any more in the back? No, we're all out until like Tuesday. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't drink a popular beer. It's fucking cheap ass ghetto fucking beer. And it was fucking gone.
That's why, because they went. So the thing is, they went to I almost said Big Lots. They went to the Save-A-Lot first and was like, fuck this. Went to that other place that you went to, and that's when they got them.
Right. Except for that gas station is like, I went from the south end of Bay City to Essexville. No one's traveling that far. There's like at least a couple of liquor stores in between that I probably could have stopped at and found it because I almost cut down the road and went to Cashman Comics to ask if they had the episode where Shredder gets the Green Ranger coin and turns into Green Ranger because I was going to pop it up behind my fucking figure. But I talked myself out of that because I'm like, it's that whole, I just got paid, let's spend money fucking thing. So they were out of my shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I leave there and I go to fucking Speedway. That's good. But there's like 100 fucking people in this small ass fucking compared to the other speedways.
Yeah.
And I'm like standing in line. And this lady is fucking taking forever holding up the line, trying to fucking count out change because there wasn't enough shit on her fucking EBT for whatever the fuck she was trying to get. Yeah. And so I finally get up to the front. And the lady at the counter then decides to want to tell me this whole fucking story about, like, her kids listening to her. Like, I don't know. She jumped from one conversation with this dude that was in front of me and to continue the conversation with me. And I'm like,
no,
please just bring out my shit. She's like, people are wondering how I always get my kids to listen to me and do what I want them to do and blah, blah, blah. It's because I ain't playing. Because I don't play. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Fucking here's my ID and my card. Just let me. And she's just like talking whatever. And she's like, oh, I don't drink beer. I drink rum and tequila and vodka. The kind of stuff that gets you in trouble. I'm like, cool. Don't fucking care.
Honey, I think anything can get you in trouble from what I'm hearing.
So yeah. So then I was irritated and gave no fucks about that, and then left there, drove to fucking McDonald's because the kid wanted McDonald's, and we only usually get like fast food like once a week. And so I go there, and I normally go inside because their drive-thru is fucking long as fuck. And so I go inside, went inside, and there's like 100 fucking people in there, and they're all in there with their fucking kids. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
It's because everybody's out. It's the most wonderful time of the year, Eric.
Right. So I go up and do the little fucking kiosk thing, which they actually have people.
McDonald's.
Yeah. Because they actually have people that will take your order, unlike Taco Bell. Yeah. Which they're like, no, you have to go use the kiosk, which confuses the fuck out of old people. And they're like, what?
A screen?
Yeah. So I'm putting in the order. There's like a zillion fucking little kids running all over the place, and I'm resisting all urges to just start throwing clotheslines.
Don't do it.
And all of a sudden, I'm like trying to figure shit out, and there's just like this old lady standing behind me. I'm like too close. Like,
hang on, I have to move a second. Okay. That light is like in my eyeball. Oh. The one behind you. Oh. People can't see it, but it's like it's kind of like when you stare into like a headlight and you're just like, how long till I go blind? All right, continue on.
So she's like super close standing behind me. I'm like, what the actual fuck is happening? And I'm trying to like go through and figure out my shit because I'm like, I'll get his meal and then get free shit, use my points, and that's how I get my shit. But I'm trying to go through and see what the fuck I have, and I'm like getting irritated and nervous because I could fucking literally just see her out of my peripheral standing right behind me. I finish up, I go to pay, I go to like step back to like turn around, and I almost run into her, and then I take a step forward, and then she's standing there, and then she's just staring blankly at the screen. And then she just looks at me, and I'm like standing there with my receipt, and then she's looking at all the people, and she's like, is this not the line to order? And I'm like, you can order from the kiosk. And she's like, what's that? I'm like, the thing right here, the screen thing right here. Oh, I can't do that. Is there a person? And I'm like, if you go stand over at the counter, somebody will probably come. Oh, I thought that's what you were doing, was waiting in line. I'm like, nope.
Girl, it's a screen.
And so then she went and is just standing at the front counter waiting for someone to come, and like they're busy. So there's not somebody that's always standing there.
Right.
So she's just like waiting and staring at the fucking screen, and their menu changes, like the visual thing, because it's digital. It doesn't just stay the same.
How many drugs has she taken?
So I think she's like trying to catch whatever fucking she's trying to order, because the thing keeps going away from like an ad. So she's just like staring, and I'm like just watching her, and there's a couple other dudes waiting for their food, and somebody comes out and they're like, do you need to order? And she's like, I think. Do you guys had fried fish? And he's like, we have like the fish fillet. It's like a sandwich. Yeah. Let me get that. And he's like, okay, do you want that in a meal? What's the meal? What's in the meal?
Girl, no. It is 2023, bitch. If you don't know what a meal is, go home.
She had to be like 80. Like, she should not have even been there by herself. And yeah, they're like, well, it comes with like a fries and a drink. Well, what drinks do you guys have?
No, we're not doing this.
And he was like, well, we have all this the Coke products over on the machine over there. And she turns and looks, and then looks back. She's like, oh, you guys don't get my drink for me anymore? And he's like, well, not if you come inside, or if you want like a coffee. You guys still have coffee right now? Like, she was like the first time she had ever been to a McDonald's or some shit.
First off, she's getting a fish fillet and a hot coffee.
That breath is going to be popping.
She's going to be the best thing at the lesbian old folks community.
Yeah, holy shit. But fucking, yeah, so then I'm standing there waiting for
girls, get your U-Hauls.
Yeah. They're going to be lined up. They can smell her for miles.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I smell an opportunity.
It's going to be like the beginning of fucking Colt 45 when he cuts that joke. The blind man walked up the fish market and went, ooh, hello, ladies, or some shit like that. Anyway,
gross.
I was so fucking irritated. I came back. It was like, it was a whole I almost texted you. I'm like, I'm about to go on an old man rant. I'm gonna end up turning into one of these people now that just, even though I'm putting my marriage at risk by using DoorDash because that's what ruined Mark's marriage.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about fucking. I'm gonna be one of those people that just DoorDash, Instacart everything because I don't want to fucking deal with fucking people anymore.
I had a weird McDonald's story today too that I have not told you about.
Okay.
So I had worked nonstop for a day and a half. Like I didn't get a lunch break yesterday. Don't come at me, OSHA, but it's just the way it is because that's the way it is sometimes. And today when I got out of work, it was getting to the point, you know, when you hit that point where you're just starting to get bitchy with people and because you're hungry. And I'm like, all right, closed everything. We got out of there in record time today because I'm just like, nope, we're done. I don't care if anybody else comes in. We're done. So I go to McDonald's and I pay for my food. And I knew the guy at the counter and I was talking to him for a second. And I get up to the screen there, or the second window, and they're like, okay, pull ahead. And I'm like, motherfucker, I was hungry. I knew they were going to make me wait because this bitch cut in front of me to get into, you know, how you just like when you're trying to do the whole 50-50 to see who's going to go first in the 2-lane situation. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to wait. But then somebody pulled ahead and I went to the wrong one because they got to go first. Yeah. I'm like, this cunt. So...
Yo, people be, when I worked at my old job, people be fucking killing themselves. I've literally seen accidents of people trying to pull into Arby's. Like,
seriously?
Yeah.
Well, no, my thing was just because when I get hangry, it's rough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah, I've been there.
So, and I'm trying to hold it together because I'm like, whatever, I knew the guy. And then we get up there and they're like, please pull up to one, which is one is the first one in front of you. Right. It's always been that way. Right. So I pull ahead. And this woman comes up, she hands me this thing, not even a second later. I don't even get my drink because I get a meal with a drink. Cat. And this lady just hands me a bag and I'm like, ma'am, I'm missing like everything. It was just a fry. In a bag.
What the fuck?
I'm like, ma'am, I'm missing. I don't want to be that guy. I'm like, but I'm missing everything. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I had a Big Mac, a fry, and a drink. And I don't have a drink. And I just have this fry here. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, pretty sure. Well, do you have your receipt? I'm like, I paid cash, bro. It's up there. It was over $12. And then
they didn't give you a receipt?
No, because I never asked for it. Because when does this ever happen?
Oh,
now I'm going to have to.
I get one all the time.
Now I'm going to have to. Because she was like, well, it shows on here that there was no order for that. And I'm like, girl, I just pulled up. You cannot lose an order this fast. Like at this point, you know, I get it. We're all struggling, right? You know, but I'm like, you know, I was hungry and I just wanted to eat the food. And I'm like, okay, go in there, take a look again. I'm like, I literally just talked to blank. He's in there. Oh. I paid $12. Come back with my food. Yeah. She comes back and she's like, oh, haha, I think we gave it to the wrong person. So they had to remake everything for me. And then she brought it out like 10 minutes later. And I'm like, thank you.
Could have gave me a cookie or some shit, bitch.
So anything.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but like, here you go. Right. No, you fucked it up. Right. If I fuck something up at my work, the first thing I go is, shit, I'm sorry. Man. Yeah. We're moving on. But yeah, that was my thing. They just trying to like, oh, here's your large fry. And without anything else, because I got myself a cheeseburger too, because I ate one on the way home, because I'm fat. Leave me alone. Plus, it was to the point now where if one person would have pulled out in front of me, I would have committed a war crime. Right. So... That's me today. Because the night before, after I left, I had to go to it's Walmart. Oh, have you been to Walmart at 5:00 on a Friday before?
No. I try not to go to Walmart at all.
Eric, when I tell you purgatory exists,
and they wear pajama pants.
Yes. All I needed. Because I have one stick of deodorant, and I don't like to do that because I have weird like anxiety about like because if it breaks or something, I can't do that. So I was gonna go in there, and I have to get this special stuff because I'm old now, and it is what it is. So I go in there. Every aisle has one person doing the thing that you hate the most,
just standing there in the middle.
You can't see it, but I'm pulling up my phone and I'm just looking at it, and I'm gonna look at this, and I'm gonna look down. And I'm going to look at the aisle again, and I'm going to look down, and I'm going to look at the thing again, and I'm going to look down, and then I'm going to put it back. Every aisle had one person doing that. And I'm like, this is it. This is my hell. This simulation is my hell. So I like, hey, excuse me, you know, I got to grab something out of there. So I grabbed the two things, and the lady was looking at me like, what are you looking at? Yeah. So what I've done now is when you say excuse me and people don't move, because I've gone full feral since I hit this age.
Hit him with that ludicrous.
No, I do better. I just fart. Excuse me, ma'am, and they're like, they'll give you that dirty look, and I just go, and I'm like, your move.
On command.
Your move. I will shit my pants. Try me, ho.
You're blocking me to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You better move or I'll shit my pants.
I'll do it.
I swear to God. You're like 2 shades away from a fucking chimp that just shits in their hands and starts throwing it.
Yeah,
and they get fucking mad.
That's my defense if a bear attacks me, okay? If I'm ever in the woods for whatever reason, everyone's coming at me, I'm gonna shit my pants.
And just start
Woogada!
Better hope it's solid. Otherwise, you're gonna have to turn and spray.
Well, just aim me, Eric. If we're together, hold my hands. This is gonna be a thing.
It'd be like a lion marking its territory, just on the ground for the bear to stay away.
It's like that video we saw, the cougar that would just like, but it would be my turds.
It was fucking chasing that guy.
Yeah.
So
that's it. People are stupid.
I got some news from a friend of ours. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to, but we know him as Rob Austin.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And who has become a new fan of the show and has reached out and said that we're dope, so appreciate that.
We love you too. It's been a long time since I've seen that guy. It was really good to hear from him.
Yeah, he.
If I haven't actually answered your message back, don't think it's because of you. Sometimes I don't do that for hours or days, and I just forget.
Yeah.
Anybody who messages me, if I don't get back to you right away, don't take it personally.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Okay.
I'll usually get I wrote this and then forgot to hit send.
Yeah.
That happens with John a lot too.
Yeah.
But John's usually stoned.
I'm not. I just was. I'll look at it and go, yeah, totally, and I'll respond to the person in my head and go, okay, I'll respond to that later.
Right.
And then a day later happens, and I'm going, well, I guess we're both gonna die now.
Right. Also, shout out to Classy Matt, because he's the one that gave me the information about who directed and about the claymation thing.
Oh, dope! Yeah, thank you so much.
I sent that to you. Actually, where is that message that has that information?
We have a kitchen.
He said Claymation Christmas was directed by Will Vinton, who did the Speed Demon video and Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and a metric shit ton of work in the 80s. It is terrifying.
That sounds like something we should look into.
Also, shout out to another person that's a new fan. She works on Squawking Dead with Rachel. Her name is Bridget.
Oh, cool.
But she more enjoys our Power Ranger episodes. So, which I'm getting
coming
also,
soon.
Yeah.
BT Dubs, I talked to Sean, and he is down.
Right on.
So, we have to work out logistics, but I think we got this, guys.
Right. But anyway, Rob is at the Temple Theater in Saginaw right now.
Okay.
Seeing one of the haunting things in the theater, because that's where he fucking shows them. Like
Hell yeah. I forgot he does that every once in a while.
Yeah. So he already went to the premiere night, but this is like the second showing, so he was at the second showing when I was talking to him. Anyway, he sent me this photo, and I will let you read it. And it says, I'll let you see what it is, but the label underneath it is different house, different family, same evil.
Oh boy.
And I don't know. I must have misread this, because I thought I said same house. So apparently there may be a second one. But it's called Haunting After Finn Road.
Oh man. Oh, you wanted to know what happened after that? What happened with the new family that moved in?
So yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
So
what the fuck was that?
The chair.
Oh my god.
The fart chair came back.
Yeah.
We brought up the Finn Roadhouse, and all of a sudden shit starts happening.
Literal, like shit demon. Fart ghosts.
But I had told him, like, yo, if that shit comes out in the theater, you and I should go with him, and then we should have him on the show afterwards.
That'd be if he would be on. That'd be great.
He totally would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he already had brought it up before, because he the other night it was like late, and he like sent me a message. He's like, "You got a minute to take a shot?" And I'm like, "Okay." So he video called me, and we fucking both did a couple of shots over the video call, and kind of caught up for a minute, and just kind of asked me like what how we got started with this whole idea and how we do it, and if we do it over the internet and shit. And I'm like, we basically just were like, we should just record our conversations and see if anybody else finds them as funny as we do.
And some people do. Some people don't.
So yeah, we'll have to definitely go check that out when it comes out, since we already did the other one. Maybe it'll be the return of Mr. Snickers.
This one is going to be the Mr. Snickers with almonds.
Maybe he moved houses.
No.
Because when I read it, I thought it said same house, different family, same evil. So I was gonna be like, oh shit, maybe they're fucking still haunted there. But I didn't notice it said different house. So
I was just gonna say, bro's got a bone room. Like, you're fucked,
right?
Still, and I don't know if we ever got to interview Prozac, it would just be like, so can flies be paid off? What did Mr. Snickers like to eat? He's gonna think I'm very, very. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? You think I do the most drugs in this room? I don't.
Yeah, come be on the show, Prozac. We know the guy that used to make your Jets pizza. We know what you like.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, pop, and alcoholic beverages. It's movie time with Rick and Eric.
Although the others will fly, this brings tears to my eyes, my sacrifice.
Happy holidays from a wider range of conversations.
Hello, my family again. It's been a while, where should we begin? Feels like forever.
So we are back again with another Christmas movie, and we did an actual Hallmark one.
Yeah, because honest to God, if we had to do another movie like Christmas Twister, that toaster bath is in my future.
Did you see my thing I put on?
I did.
On Instagram, that dude crying at his wedding. This is when you get home from a long day of work and your wife's already drawn your bath with the toaster sitting next to it.
That's just a good partner, you know? They know what I want. So I sent Eric like 30 different things because I literally paid for a subscription for this for us. And he picked out the one that I was hoping he was going to pick out, which is Christmas at Dollywood. Because I love Dolly Parton because she's a true patron saint of our time.
Right.
She can do no wrong.
That's what I only picked it because I knew that you would like.
Yeah.
The other one said Christmas comes twice, and it made me giggle.
Yeah. We should do that next time. Twice.
I think one of the fucking twins from Sisters and Sisters.
Yeah.
In it.
Tamara or Tia. Or
Whatever. Yeah. Sister. Yeah.
That show's a jam still. I watched it. It's on something.
Probably Paramount.
Who knows anymore. Anyway. So it is called Christmas at Dollywood. And currently, this is, okay, there's a wild array of things for this movie, okay? So it's got a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
Uh-huh.
Rotten Tomatoes would not rate it. And Letterboxd says it's got about a 2.8, that's fair. 2.8, fair. 6.1, come on. What are we doing here? I burped. Oh, that's more than a burp.
Oh my.
This is what happens when you do things anyway. So, budget is what I've hidden from you. I sent it to my friend Kim, and I was going to show you the message that we were talking about. Pulling off, because they do 40 movies a year, takes a discipline and strict production timelines. A typical Hallmark movie costs, guess.
20 grand.
Keep going.
Lower or higher?
Much higher.
Million.
Keep going.
Oh shit. 5 million.
$2 million. And under, it says, but what are they spending $2 million on?
All the Christmas trees.
I'm guessing. Like
all the fake ass snow.
they can't do all of these on location. There has to be like a Hallmark set out there. Let's face it.
Yeah.
So what do you Hallmark? And I saved this on here because I sent this to my friend Kim who does Horror Soup, and I'm like, $2 million. She's like, what the fuck are they spending that on? I'm like, it's clearly human trafficking. I'm blowing the lid off this, Hallmark. That or they have like immigrant workers working on the side there.
They make hella money off of their ornaments, so
not that much. Come on.
One of them. So I saw.
I have a lot of them.
There's one I saw on Instagram that some dude was like, "This is my favorite ornament," and it was a little fucking Super Nintendo with the Mario World cartridge.
Yeah.
And you click it, and it plays the fucking theme from the first world of Mario. I looked that shit up. It's like fucking $50.
So in my living room, I have all the Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments in there.
Yeah.
That I got. If you hit a button, they talk to each other. They all have a full conversation, all 5 of them. So I don't want to know how much those cost. But, I didn't get any like reviews or anything on this because let's face it, it's a Hallmark movie. So they're all going to be like, white girl finds love at the end.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all they ever said.
Right.
So, but without that, any more ado, it's time for you to get Creed on. Yes, you already did it.
I already did it.
Damn it. Post-production. I'm not part of it. I'm here just to make fun of movies. All right. So when we begin, you took more notes than this than I did because I
just put blips. I put fucking that Winnie from Wonder Years was in it as the main chick.
This movie is
name was Luke Hackman.
Well, fuck him. That's not a real name. I think my first reaction was, come on, man. Like, if your last name is Hackman, you've got to take somebody else's last name, right? Like, I know my last name's stupid, too. Like, I would probably be okay with getting rid of it. Right. You've got a cool last name.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I like it. Anyway, so this girl is, small town girl, moved to New York.
Yeah.
Has a kid.
Yeah. They talk about the dad, but we're not sure if he's dead or if they're divorced because they kind of gave a hint in both manners. They don't really talk about him too much besides his favorite flavor was peppermint and then something else that she said about him that I don't remember.
But the girl, the main Winnie, we'll just call her Win-Win.
Yeah.
Is a
No, she was Rachel because at first we thought they were Rachel and Eric, but Eric ended up being the fucking friend, Luke Hackman.
Yeah, who couldn't program a Christmas tree.
No.
Fucking idiot.
Everybody was getting mad at Eric, and I was like, damn, this is like my life.
I'm like, what a piece of shit. And you're like, don't say stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. It wasn't geared towards you. But she's a party planner, which I didn't think is a real thing.
Oh, that's for sure a real thing.
Come on.
That's people's job. Yeah, like for like high-end businesses.
Come on.
People that like businesses that put on like banquets and shit like that, like they'll hire a party planner.
I guess I'm not guessing whether it's a real thing or not versus it just shows what tax bracket I'm in when you have to hire somebody for everything to look perfect. I'd be like, girl, no, we go to the dollar store and we try to make this look as good as we can. But hiring someone to do that? Yeah. I don't know.
Well, that's for like weddings and fucking shit like that.
Well, yeah, I've heard of wedding planners, but they're just like, haha, I'm hosting an event. Better pay $2 million. What?
Yeah.
Cue the cat. Huh? Anyway, so she's all like, hey, big person in charge who's got like the Karen haircut. I did this thing. And then she's like, you're doing such a great job. I can't wait to promote you someday, but not now. And I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ. And then literally from that scene, we go to Tennessee. I swear to Christ. Well, there's no in-between scene. Oh, no.
There was.
Megs.
No. Well,
many-faced Megs.
There's that, but I made note of your tantrum of when she goes home and her kid was still awake with all the lights on.
I forgot. Yeah.
And you were so mad. She's like, are you still awake? And she's like, yeah. And you're like, no wonder she's got every fucking Christmas lights on lights. Everything was on.
It was.
And all he did was bitch the whole time this kid was talking. Why does she have so many lights on? The bill's got to be sky high.
This is New York. That is a New York light bill. Maybe it's free lights. Or maybe it's, there's no way they're not paying electric bill in New York. Come on. What are we doing here? You're right. I was pissed. Now you got me re-pissed off about that. Because that scene, no joke, everybody. She had her normal light on by her her lamp. There was Christmas lights in the window. There was another string of lights. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Right.
What are we doing?
But then after that, there's multi-face Megs.
Yeah. She's different in every scene. I don't give a fuck. That bitch is Mystique.
That's who Mark wants to be.
He just wants to like be able to shapeshift to have a vagina, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like the end of that little the Little Dicky song, the song where he changes bodies with Chris Brown. Yeah. Have you seen that video before?
Maybe.
And at the very end, he turns into Kendall Jenner, and he's like, I got a vagina. I'm gonna explore that right now. Like, I'm gonna find out the inner workings of a woman.
Oh boy.
And that's what that made me think of.
That's Mark. So yeah, literally, then we're like, we're gonna go home to it's Tennessee, right?
Yeah, it was Tennessee.
Okay. I was like, because Georgia was the other place.
Because then we were talking about how you said they didn't have snow, and I said depending on where they stayed,
which they were close enough to it because they're close enough to the mountains that I'm like, all right, there could be snow there. And then we get to mom and dad's house there where they're going to be staying, and again, the most Christmas lights I've ever seen.
Right.
I'm like, no one pays an electric bill on this set.
And like I said, then I brought up the Christmas light fight. Well, you'll have to watch.
Yeah, but we should do that for the Christmas episode.
Is cover one of those.
TM. We're gonna be the only podcast ever to do a Christmas episode. Watch out.
Nah, I doubt it.
I'm kidding. Facetious.
But those people go fucking crazy.
No, I'm not. Anyway, they have. Dude, my stomach, for real. This is everybody's listening to this. There is a war happening, and it is not a good war. So what happens then is we go to Dollywood because they're trying to. How did she get the job? How did she get the in at Dollywood? Was it just through Gina?
No, it's multi-face Megs.
Oh, you're right.
She came to New York and visited her and said like you should come and work this party that's happening the 25th year or 30th year whatever thing at Dollywood. But I have to pop back about the parents' house and the quick road that we took when his dad mentioned about coming in and having sweet potato pie.
Oh yeah,
because we both went, ooh, sweet potato pie, and then you went, oh, but they're white, and I went, oh, but they're also down south, so there's a 50-50 chance that it's gonna be good or terrible.
They did make a Killer Yule log later.
Yeah, you're right.
So I mean,
Yeah, but then she's at the party, and she's at Dollywood.
Oh yeah, she's fucking. This is where we meet Luke or whatever his name is, right?
Yeah, because that's what she was walking around just taking random pictures, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
and then
he's like, what are you doing in my park? And she's like, fixing your fucking awful mistake.
Yeah,
this red tablecloth, bitch. And she went, and then everything was better. With the magic of Dolly Parton.
Yeah. And then, he was going for one job, she was going for another, and then they got paired together. And,
how? Okay. Because he wasn't the general manager at the time.
No, he was going for the job.
So why is he working with her if he is not the general manager?
Because they thought they would be a good pairing. I don't know.
What was he doing before? Just a park supervisor or something? I don't know.
I think he was like...
I'm going too far. It's a fucking Hallmark movie. What are we doing here?
I mean, I think he was doing the work of the general manager without the title.
Okay.
Like how it happens in corporate America.
I was going to say...
They make you do the work, but then don't give you the actual title.
That's never happened to anybody in this room. Or anybody listening.
Yeah.
Right? Guys? We're paid fairly. And get time off.
Right.
And are taken care of if we're sick.
Right.
This is America. Come on. Yeah, listen, your kid's even pissed.
I don't remember what the fuck happened.
There it was again. Did anybody hear it?
Your stomach gurgling.
It went.
Yeah.
There's a seal in there.
It's the fucking war in December 2023. But then I don't know why why I made a note. I don't know if she said this or whatever. There was like when they got paired up together, I put, however will they get along, and then just put gag like.
Oh yeah, because she like lingered on him a little bit there. She's like, ooh,
yeah,
and I'm like, okay, I could see it. He's kind of an attractive guy, but then he wore that fucking jacket. My God, that fucking
the one that you didn't like.
Atrocious charcoal light gray. I don't know if it was like a robe peacoat. It was shitty. It was awful.
It had one button that you could see.
Yeah, it was up at the top too.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? There's no. What is happening? No. We're moving on. The jacket pisses me off.
So yeah, so then they're working together. They hate each other, and then he's all businessy. Has never experienced Christmas. He's all work, and so she invites him over to her parents' house, and that's when they make the Yule log. And then you're like, "What's a Yule log?" And I said, "It's a big ass Swiss cake."
Which they look great.
I don't think I've ever had one, but you can buy them from the store.
It looks incredible. Like I should try to make one this year.
Just don't make one like Luke Hackman, who's all fucked up.
His looked like something I would shit out after eating the Yule log. All I remember the next thing is they went, I think Luke Hackman. I'm just going to say his name like that from now on. Luke Hackman. Invited her to go line dancing.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment that I was very attracted to him.
Yeah.
And then we found out it just takes jeans and cowboy boots.
Tight jeans. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you need.
There you go, guys. One track mind.
Oh, and I noted they went to the office, and you hollered out, "Oh, there's the token Dolly gay." It was when some dude putting something on a bulletin board.
There was.
And you were like, "There." So does she like hire a lot of gay people? Is that a thing?
Yeah, she's very like, yes, she's very
Supporter?
open-minded. Yeah, she's very supportive of of pretty much everybody. So,
Oh, I mean, that's what happens when you're a Muppet.
Shut your
I
mouth.
swear to God, she looked like a Muppet in the one scene that we fucking saw her.
Shut your mouth, Eric. Watch out. It's gonna be the one time we fight. I'm like, you get out of there. Watch out.
But yeah, so they were planning the party. She said, use the line, "There's a lot of holes that need to be filled."
And I said, I bet there is. Because we were 12.
Yeah.
Literally nothing happens in this movie after that. There was that one point where he meets the daughter for the first time.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, who's this?" And like leans in and is like, "Oh," and I'm like, no,
Right.
you are a little, listen, it's cool when you meet somebody and they've got a kid and you're like, "Oh, cool, you've got a kid. Hey, what's going on?" You know,
Right.
Not, "Hi." And he was like getting all in her face and stuff. And I'm like, no, red flag. Where's the guy on TikTok that waves a giant red flag in a field?
And then he mentioned something. There was a polar bear in the background of one of these houses. Either that.
Oh, yeah, that was at the mom's house.
And that looked like it was jerking off.
It had a candy cane and it had like two hands on it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing the jerk off motion in front of you guys. Just a big dick.
But yeah, so then there was a whole thing.
Oh, we can do it. We can do on our Instagram. I'll do the motion on the Instagram so people get the full experience.
I'm pretty sure they can figure it out.
I don't know.
If we had a large candy cane, it would be even better. I don't have one.
Damn it. We'll make it work. Anyway, what happens next, Eric? You have the notes. I'm
running out.
well, because nothing happens forever. They're just like, will they
they're
get
just
along,
building.
won't they?
Yeah, they're building their relationship, and then they both can't come to terms that they like each other, and so
Because he's offered a job in Georgia
and she's offered her partnership in fucking New York
with Gina.
Yeah, so they and he thought he didn't get the job, which we find out later he got the job.
Yeah, he could have definitely got that job.
So then they're gonna part ways, and then the whole main event with Dolly happens, where she comes and introduces.
And this is when Rick really shits his pants. He's like, Dolly is actually in the
Yeah.
movie, because I thought we were just gonna have Christmas in Dollywood, but of course she's on the cover, folks. We're gonna get her in the show, but I was
Right.
like, what if we don't? And it's only like one scene.
Right.
She's in a couple scenes. Dolly Parton herself sits with this woman she has just met and goes, "Honey, you need to like go chase your dreams." or something like that to her.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because I was thinking if that was me and Dolly Parton was giving me this advice, I would die in the moment. Like, can you imagine?
This says Rick would die. That's all it literally says was Rick would die.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you said if I ever had Dolly Parton help me out with my love life, I would just fucking die.
It's true. That may or may not. Actually, we've already said it. Literally, my Letterboxd review, I gave it 2 stars while we get to the end of it. If Dolly Parton helped me find love at her theme park, I would shit my pants and die. That is genuinely my review of this movie. But yeah, then they're like, they meet underneath the Christmas trees and they're like, oh, I just didn't know if anything was going to happen between us. And the guy was like, yeah, I didn't think so either, but you know, things are happening. And then she's like, do you think we can make this work? And he's like, what? Or something. I don't remember what happens. I don't remember the lines, Eric. Do you remember the lines itself?
Was this before he said he was going to take the job or afterwards?
This was after he's like, I got the job. Or no, yeah, because he said he turned down the job. And then she's like, you got the job. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Because he got the GM position at Dollywood.
And then she's like, I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
And
then for some reason, she's writing a children's book.
Oh, because that was a whole underlining thing
Yeah.
was that she used to write and everything. And then it jumps to like 1 year later and he surprises her with her book being published and it's going to be out in the Dolly library that a bunch of little kids are going to get to read her book and shit. And
I want to see what that book was.
it was whatever the candy cane fucking thing they were talking about.
She was like laughing at her own joke. She's like,
yeah.
I'm so funny.
That was like based off of Candy Cane Lane that was in with that whole thing they walked where everything was peppermint.
It sounds one note for me.
What?
I know everything's like different, but it's peppermint. Like, how many different peppermints can you get?
I mean, you get different things with peppermint on them. I think that
it ends up just tasting like peppermint. Guys. Like, I get it. You had peppermint bark.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, yeah, get peppermint. I don't know what it was. Sundays or something.
That like vanilla ice cream with like peppermint chunks on it. That'd be fine.
Too much. What are we doing here? It's too many peppermints. Like, I don't like peppermint. Don't get me wrong, but like,
right,
guys, how many peppermints is too many peppermints for you? Write in. Let me know. My answer is 2. 2. It's too many peppermints.
Now, do the green ones? I don't remember if the green ones taste different than the.
Those are spearmints, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it is.
Was I right?
I think it is.
Am I right? Oh, yeah. Because I remember getting those like the little pinwheel shitty things, those little circle mints, and those are a crapshoot too. The red mints, because you're either gonna get a peppermint one
or a cinnamon.
Yep, and you don't know. And I have they have haunted my dreams because I can't have Fireball anymore for reasons I won't discuss on this podcast today. So you put that in there, and you're like, all right. Is today the day? Or do I get Vietnam flashbacks? Just like that dog looking at a cupcake in the YouTube video.
I haven't seen that, but
For real?
I'll take your word for it.
Can we do another hold up?
No, it's fine.
No, we're gonna. As soon as we're done, he has to see that. But yeah, that was my. Did we just go off on a peppermint tangent?
Yeah.
I don't think. What's happening to the show today?
Your stomach's dying.
Oh yeah. And we watched Christmas in Dollywood, and then vibe to. Remember that Joy to the World thing with all the happy black people? That was in the animation Christmas thing I showed you. When you're like, this is a bunch of apparently nude black children.
Oh.
I'm
yeah.
like, why are they nude?
The babies didn't have no fucking clothes on.
Okay, thank you.
You kept seeing random baby ass crack and shit.
And they're like, joy to the world.
Yeah.
The old hairs come.
Oh yeah. Well, the rides.
I did look those up.
Look up the rides because I didn't know there was actually rides at Dollywood. I just thought it was like you just a walk around fucking place and.
Well, and I found that you could actually get season passes for pretty cheap around there, and I'm like, I'm not saying that once the weather gets better, we should do a business trip to Dollywood.
A business trip.
But I'm saying I would die. So, anyway, they do have different rides there. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Dollywood, but we got Big Bear Mountain, the Lightning Rod. That sounds terrible. The Wild Eagle, the Mystery Mine. That sounds fun. Blazing Fury, the Tennessee Tornado. It's pretty close to that last movie we watched. Watch out. There's something that says it's Thunder something. I can't read that. Thunderhead. Isn't that just a White Zombie song?
Yeah.
Thunder
Kiss.
Yeah. But it's Thunderhead 65.
Yeah.
The Fire Chaser Express. The Chaser Express was a different thing. We won't get into that. The Dragon Flyer. Dragonflies freak me out.
Yeah.
Do they do to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they land on your face, they sew your eyes shut.
That's not a thing. Stop it. This isn't Coraline, Eric. The Daredevil Falls. And this thing is called... No. I didn't look up the last one. It's called the Barnstormer. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. You're the one that said she hires a lot of gay people.
Open up them barn doors, baby.
The Barnstormer.
Yeah. I think that's... Did you hear it that time?
I heard it.
I wonder if anybody heard it. My stomach's like...
We'll take that as a note that you need to get home and fucking deliver this baby.
There's not a... No.
not the Cher.
Yeah.
You were pissing out Cher before.
Okay.
This might be that fucking... what's that? Milo. Bad Milo. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah. I've heard of it and never seen it. Just like I've never seen Joe's Apartment.
Oh. I have that on
I think
DVD.
you do. We should watch Joe's Apartment. We should do a whole month of just like stupid MTV comedies. We should do a poll.
MTV,
for January.
Like, I know there's like at least 2 of them that have fucking Bill Bellamy in them.
What the fuck is Bill Bellamy?
You know who Bill Bellamy is? He was a fucking a black VJ on MTV.
Oh wait, yeah, it's coming back to me now.
It was How to Be a Player. That was the fucking movie that he was in and shit.
Okay.
But anyway,
I think we're gone past our time this week. Just 'cause it's just been like that one time at McDonald's pissed me off, and peppermint's too much, and dragonflies are Coraline, and keep your barn doors open, guys.
They'll come busting through.
For those of you who keep your barn doors open, you can follow us on Instagram at Wider Range of Convo, which I'm going to be doing a live demonstration after this of what that polar bear looked like. And you can follow me. I'm not charted at all my socials. Eric is _Eric__989. There's a Discord now, and multiple of you have joined it, and I'm impressed. I'm happy that you're there.
I sent out about a bunch of invites, but I think if you just search Wider Range of Conversations on Discord, you can.
You might need an invite, and if you do, let me know. Just hit me up. I promise, or hit Eric up. He probably responds faster than I do. Or just keep texting me or whatever until I do it, because me. Anyway, but yeah, you can follow us on all those things. Next week, I want to do Christmas Comes Twice.
Okay.
If it's either that, or I don't know. We'll see how everybody likes this thing, this whole Hallmark venture. We could do it again.
There's another Christmas movie that I saw that's on Hulu that has Ludacris in it that I was also kind of wanted to see.
The fuck was that?
The Wind. Moving the door.
It's Mr. Snickers, because I called him the Snickers with almonds. He's like, I'm a peanut butter Snickers, you son of a bitch.
Same name, new Snickers. On that note, we'll catch you guys next episode. Have a good rest of your week and all that good shit.
We love you a little bit.